What's up, guys? We are the Guild Masters of Anime. I'm your DM, Ibex, here with my DMA.
Yori, what's up?
So, this character that we're about to go over has been requested to us by Schizophrenic. So, let me first say thank you for requesting this build. It's been fantastic.
Yeah!
But
we had a lot of fun with this one.
He requested probably one of the most traumatic anime characters ever. The beginning of the show was immediate trauma. We are obviously talking about how do you say his name again? Ken what?
Kaneki.
Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Thank you. I'm terrible with names.
My pronunciation might be off, sorry, but that's phonetically that's how it's spelled. So you know.
So where we begin is the race that you're going to pick is going to be from Tasha's Cauldron's Legacies. It is the Reborn race.
Yep.
Fantastically awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So your creature type and all that will be dictated off of your previous race.
Yes.
With these, which is a human.
Yes.
Aside from that, you get your ability scores and languages and all that from Tasha's. You also get Ancestral Legacies. So, you will get 2 proficiencies. We went with Persuasion and Perception.
The reason being because Rise, the woman that inevitably ended up donating her organs to Ken, turning him into a half ghoul, she's very persuasive because she had to lure her victims away from the populace so that she could feed on them. Mm-hmm. So persuasion makes a lot of sense. You also have to be very perceptive to avoid the ghoul investigators.
Yeah. I mean, she knew that person was behind her right away.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
On top of that, you have your Deathless Nature. So, this will give you advantage on saving throws against disease, poison. You have resistance to poison damage. You gain advantage on death saving throws. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. You don't sleep. Magic can't put you to sleep. And you finish your long rest in 4 hours as long as you spend them inactive, motionless. But you do retain your consciousness. So, you'd actually be the perfect watchdog.
Yeah. I like watching you sleep.
Stop being creepy.
You knew I was going to take the chance.
You knew it. You knew it. I shouldn't have given it to you. I should have just kept moving through.
So this is going to be a 2-class multi-class.
Yep.
The first one we're going to go over is Blood Hunter, because while their abilities aren't necessarily blood, they are blood-like in substance. So we felt Blood Hunter kind of made sense. But you're only going to take 3 levels of Blood Hunter. So the first level, you gain your proficiencies. You only get 1 that you get to choose. We suggest athletics.
Yes.
A lot of movement, a lot of fighting. Strength isn't necessarily going to be one of your main abilities, so this will kind of help curve the fact that it's not as potent.
Yes.
You also get your Hunter's Bane, which you are going to have to choose whether you use your intelligence or wisdom modifier for your hemocrafts. We recommend wisdom because you're going to be a blood hunter that's using your wisdom as your focus.
Yeah.
You also get your blood maledicts, which allows you to use your blood to power your blood curses that are going to have a number of different effects depending on which ones you ultimately end up choosing. Mm-hmm. The one that we suggest you choosing at first level is called Blood Curse of Binding. And what this does is, as a bonus action, you can cause a creature large or smaller within 30 feet of you to make a strength saving throw to resist being bounded and basically grappled by your hemocraft. You can also amplify it, allowing it to last for 1 full minute. The creature can try and redo their save at the end of their turns, but it makes it where they cannot move and they cannot use any reaction at all. So this is perfect for if your allies are wanting to get in, hit it hard, and then move out without taking those attacks of opportunities.
Or, in ghoul speak, this is when you pin them down and eat them.
Yes. Level 2, you get your fighting style, which we recommend dueling because Ken does use a sword in the anime. So dueling will make sense using that one weapon, giving you that +2 bonus to your damage. The Crimson Rite, you only get to choose one of 3. Rite of Flame, Rite of Storm and Rite of Cold, I believe it is. It doesn't matter which one you pick. That's kind of like up to you. Mm-hmm. You can choose either one you want to use.
Yep.
Now, at 3rd level, you get to pick your Blood Hunter order. We recommend the Order of the Profane Soul, specifically the Wisdom one.
Yep.
Because that is going to allow you to use your Wisdom again as your main modifier for your abilities and your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you get to choose a otherworldly patron, which... how Ken is and how his interactions with rise throughout the anime, we felt that the best one to pick would be the Undying. This, if you do take the Undying, it does allow you to have an ability that if you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you do get some healing back. I believe it's up to your Wisdom modifier, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't remember.
I
read it, but I don't remember.
It's either
I read a lot,
you regain health equal to one of your Hemocraft dice rolls,
it is,
or your Wisdom modifier. Okay,
yes, it's your Hemocraft dice. When you kill a creature, reduce it to 0 hit points. You roll your dice. Whatever you roll on that dice will be the hit points that you regain.
Yes,
and this will work really well with one of the feats that we're going to be recommending at the end of the video.
The last thing that you get from Blood Hunter is Right Focus.
Mm-hmm.
Your weapon becomes a conduit for the power of your pact with your chosen patron. While you have an active Crimson Rite, you can use your weapon as a spellcasting focus for your Warlock spells, and you gain a specific benefit based on your chosen pact. That's where the reduce the creature to 0 hit points and you regain healing. That's where that comes into play.
Yeah. So, next is going to be 17 levels of Monk. This is where a lot of your abilities are really going to start to ramp up, and you'll start to see how this build is going to translate over to being Ken. Because while Blood Hunter, it kind of fit, and we get a lot of abilities out of it. This is where it really will come online, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So, 1st level, you'll get your proficiencies. You want to take acrobatics, history, and brewer's supplies because you work at a cafe.
Gotta know how to brew that coffee.
Exactly. You will also get your unarmored defense. So as long as you're not wielding a shield or wearing armor, it will be 10 plus your dexterity plus your wisdom. Mm-hmm. Real quick, while yes, it's an anime and he technically has super strength, we will be dumping strength for this build because we are going to focus on dexterity, constitution, and wisdom.
Yes, those are your main 3.
They will be very helpful, and you won't even notice that you don't have strength very high. Trust me. You will also get martial arts, so this will allow you to replace your unarmored strikes with a D4 at the beginning. It will get a lot higher, trust me. So you will be hitting with a D4 to begin with, instead of just a normal base attack. Yep. And you can also use a bonus action to attack again. At 2nd level, you will get your key. This will unlock your Flurry of Blows, Patient Defense, and Step of the Wind. Flurry of Blows will let you do 2 extra attacks as a bonus action instead of 1. Patient Defense lets you take the dodge action as a bonus action. And Step of the Wind will allow you to take the dash as a bonus action.
Dash or disengage.
Or disengage. Yes, thank you. You also get your unarmored movement, so your speed will increase by 10 as long as, again, you're not wearing armor or wielding a shield, which technically he does not have either.
Nope.
Sorry, guys, I did not watch the anime. I will start watching it because I watched the 1st episode in preparation for this, and it actually does look really good. Very, very bloody.
So bloody.
So I will have to have some discretion on watching it, but I will start watching it. But that being said, I did not see anywhere in my research that he wears technically true armor, so we won't need it. So, 3rd level, your monastic tradition, and this is where it truly does start to look like Ken. You are going to want to take the way of the astral self. You will get deflect missiles, which we found out from after the build is actually very, very powerful. But you will get deflect missiles, which will allow you to reduce the damage of any incoming ranged attacks by 1d10 plus your dexterity plus your monk level.
That explains the number.
Yeah. If you manage to reduce this damage down to 0, you can grab whatever the missile is, arrow, bullet, whatever it may be, and throw it back at your opponent.
Yep. At the cost of 1 key point.
Yeah, you will have to spend 1 key point, but that's honestly a little bit of a cost. It's not much.
Yeah.
Because we're going 17 levels, so you're going to have plenty. But you will also get your Arms of the Astral Self. So, this is where your... I will not try and say the name without having watched it all the way through because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. But those blood-like, muscle-like appendages that you see the ghouls fight with, this is what this is.
Yep. Because for those that have watched it, if you remember, he has those 4 pincer, tentacle-like appendages coming out of his back.
Yep.
These are your arms of the astral self.
Exactly. So as a bonus action, you can spend a key point to summon the arms of your astral self. And when you do, each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts dice. For 10 minutes, these arms will hover near your shoulders or around your arms, and you get to determine the appearance of these arms, quote unquote. This is how you will be playing as Ken.
Yes.
This is your ghoul form, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Because you can make them look like the centipedes. You can make them look like the whips or the tails or whatever. You are in control of the appearance, so this is where it will be from. So you can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength
when making
strength checks or strength saving throws. So again, you won't even notice you drop strength. Mm-hmm. You can also use those arms to make unarmed strikes. See?
And you have a greater reach if you use these astral arms.
Yep, it is 5 feet greater. So instead of the normal 5 feet, you can attack from 10 feet away. Your unarmed strikes also use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength or dexterity if you want them to.
Yes, they can.
If you want them to. Depends on which one is higher at the moment.
Yes.
So
level 4, 8, 12, and 16 are all ASIs.
Yep.
We will get to those later.
Mm-hmm.
At level 4, you get slow fall.
Thank you. I've been talking a lot.
You're welcome. You can reduce the fall damage taken by amount equal to 5 times your monk level. While you are still early on, that's not a lot, but any little bit helps. As you get higher, it reduces more and more because Ken is able to, again, use those appendages to catch himself and attach himself to walls and such.
I mean, honestly, 5 times 4 is 20.
Exactly.
So that's already a lot.
See? There you go. At level 5, you get your extra attack, allowing you to hit more often because you have more limbs to hit with. Mm-hmm. And you also get your stunning strike, which is when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend a key point to cause them to make a constitution saving throw to avoid being stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yep.
And this ability can be used for every single strike that you make on your turn. Mm-hmm. So you can really layer it on. If they save for that first one, they got to make multiples. And trust me, speaking from experience as a DM, you may save against a couple of them, but you're not going to save against all of them.
Yep. So level 6, you will get your key empowered strikes. So now your unarmed strikes are magical in order to overcome any immunity to non-magical attacks. Mm-hmm. And you will get a unarmored movement improvement. So now it is plus 15 feet as long as you're not wearing a shield or armor. You also get your Visage of the Astral Self. So this will allow you to spend a key point to summon the Visage for 10 minutes. This will be taken the form of either your astral sight, so you can gain dark vision for both magical and non-magical darkness, which is actually very powerful, up to a distance of 120 feet. Wisdom of the Spirit, so you can give yourself advantage on wisdom, insight, or charisma intimidation checks. Or Word of the Spirit, so when you speak, you can direct your words to a creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you.
Yes. Now, one thing that I want to point out that I thought was really cool, because as with the arms, you're able to determine the way that they appear.
Yep.
With your mask, specifically the mask.
Mm-hmm.
You can
It's
get
that
that
mask.
centipede mask.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You will be Ken from Tokyo Ghoul.
Yep.
Terrifying, but awesome. Now at level 7, you get evasion, which allows you to... It makes it harder for you to hit you when you are getting hit with spells that cause you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you succeed, you take no damage at all. And if you fail, you only take half damage. Making it that much harder to hit you because, as we've all seen, Ken is very fast. He's very agile, and he is very hard to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gives you stillness of mind, which makes it you end the effect that is causing you to be charmed or frightened. Because, I mean, after dealing with Jason and Rise, not much can really scare him.
True. Mainly because I think his mind is broken.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you ask me. But yeah, you can use an action to end one of those conditions on yourself.
Yes.
So, level 9, you're going to get another unarmed movement improvement. So, now you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during your move. So, as long as you keep yourself moving, you can run over water. Because, of course, you can.
Because, of course, you can.
You're an anime character. You can do whatever you want. So, at 10th level, you get Purity of Body. This will allow you to be immune to disease and poison. So now you can't even get poisoned.
Yep.
Not only did you have resistance to poison damage, now you're just immune to poison.
It's perfect. It makes so much sense.
You get more unarmed movement, so now it is 20 feet extra as long as you're not wearing your armor or shield.
Yep. 11th level, you get Body the Astral Self. Mm-hmm. When you have both your astral arms and visage summoned, you can cause the body of your astral self to appear. The spectral body covers your physical form like a suit of armor, connecting with the arms and visage. You determine its appearance.
Yep.
While the spectral body is present, you gain the benefits of deflect energies. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to deflect it. You reduce it by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Empower armors. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a target with the arms of the astral self, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to your martial arts die. Now, as we said, while at the beginning it's a d4, as you level up in Monk, it gets bigger. Mm-hmm. And you hit harder.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at 13th level, you get Tongue of the Sun and Moon. So you learn the touch key of others' minds so that you understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand language can understand what you say.
Yep. So at 14th level, you get Diamond Soul. This will allow you to get proficiency in all saving throws. And whenever you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend a key point to re-roll and take the second result. That's where that came from. Wow, I just answered my own question. You also get more unarmed movement, so now it is 25 feet as long as you're not carrying a shield or wearing armor.
There you go.
15th level, you get Timeless Body. So now you will not suffer from the frailty of old age. You can't be aged magically. You can still die of old age. However, in addition, you no longer need food or water, which honestly you didn't need in the begin with.
So there you go. Level 17, the last level you're going to be taking is Awakened Astral Self. Mm-hmm. So you connect to your astral self is complete, allowing you to unleash its full potential. As a bonus action, you can spend 5 key points to summon the arms, visage, and body's astral self and awaken it for 10 minutes. It ends if you're incapacitated or die. Just be aware of that. Mm-hmm. You gain the following benefits. Armor of the Spirit gives you a +2 bonus to your armor class. Astral Barrage is whenever you use the extra attack feature to attack twice, you can instead attack 3 times if all the attacks are made with your astral arms.
Yeah. So just a quick little rundown. By 17th level, your martial arts die will be a D10. So you will be hitting people with a D10, and you will have 70 key points to use. So you will be able to deflect a lot of missiles and summon your visages a lot.
Yes.
You will not be hurting for key points at all during this build. And
it's like your RC cells.
Exactly. The reason that we specified that you control the appearance of this is by the time you reach the mastery level of your astral self, that is as close as we can get to that dragon form that he takes.
Oh, that was horrifying to see.
That was horrifying to research. So that giant centipede can actually be a thing.
Yes.
Which is terrifying.
Now, for the background, we recommend Investigator. Because ever since the beginning, when he was turned into half human, half ghoul, he was always seeking answers to what was happening to him and why it was happening.
Yep.
So, Investigator is the best possible option that we recommend. It does give you 2 proficiencies, which we recommend being Insight and Investigation. And now, for the funnest part, we're going to be going over the feats.
Yep.
Now, there are 2 feats that we absolutely, if possible, recommend you take.
Yes.
One of which is going to be Remarkable Recovery. It boosts your Constitution score by 1. When you are successfully stabilized while dying, you regain hit points equal to your Wisdom modifier, I believe.
I thought it was Constitution.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Constitution. And whenever you gain HP as a result of a spell, potion, or class feature, remember that feature that you get from Blood Hunter, you regain an additional HP equal to your Constitution modifier, so allowing you to heal more, staying in that fight.
Yeah, so that was the reason that we recommend this one. If your rolls allowed you to have your Dexterity, Constitution, and Wisdom where you want them to be, then you can take other feats. But this one is a definite you need to take it because this is your regeneration. You are a ghoul. You are a ghoul that regenerates even in the middle of a fight, and this is where that will come from. The next one that we recommend taking if you are able to is the Tough feat. This will essentially double the amount of hit points that you get for every level.
Yes.
And this works retroactively. So if you get it at 15 for all those previous 14 levels, you will gain those 14 points of those 14 hit points.
Yes. Now, for the ones that are recommended, this is more of the maybe category. Vital Sacrifice. As a bonus action, you can choose to take 1d6 necrotic damage to gain a blood boon that lasts for 1 hour until expended. You can choose one of 3. When you make an attack roll, you roll a 1d6 and add it to the total. When you hit with an attack or a spell, you deal an additional 2d6 necrotic damage. Or when you cause a creature to make a strength, dexterity, or constitution saving throw, you roll a d4 and reduce their save by the amount rolled, which will couple with your blood boon binding.
Yeah. So these actually all work very well because you will be giving up a little bit of health, but if you manage to kill the creature that you're attacking, you will just regain that health back. And the last one that we recommend is, of course, the one that I always try and recommend. So if you're able to take it, is the Alert feat.
Yes.
Alert will give you a +5 to your initiative. You cannot be surprised as long as you're conscious, even if the creature happens to be invisible. It is a great feat.
Oh, absolutely. Always recommend it. But so, guys, that is all that we have for you today. We hope you really like it. And again, thank you for Schizophrenic for recommending this build.
Oh, yeah.
It was absolutely awesome to do.
This was very fun.
We really enjoyed it. So please, let us know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you have any questions, please ask. We will be more than happy to answer. And as always, if you have an anime character you want to see turned into a playable D&D character, let us know. We will make it for you. Until then, take it easy and